Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. David here with another cryptocurrency update coming to you from the car today, and we are on the go. I don't know if you guys can see these black boxes in the back here, but we're having a pizza party today. I've got 11 pizzas in the back, and I'm on my way. I know it's a little early, 10 o'clock, but that's okay. Never too early for some pizza. I want to thank you guys all for joining the channel, liking, subscribing, and definitely for sharing these videos. Please do subscribe if you hadn't had a chance to. And if you're one of those silent people in the background, I got a comment for somebody the other day that says, I'm watching, but I don't comment as often. I really do appreciate everybody here. Even if you're just watching, even if you're just taking notes. Everybody doesn't have to be leaving comments or having arguments or trying to figure out what the best coin is. Some of you are actually just best suited to be there listening, because on that day that it happens, you guys, along with all of the noisemakers, are going to be the ones that wrap the full bow around it, because it's not only going to be the ones that are vocalizing this that are going to be utilizing the technology. It is going to be each and every one of us. So on behalf of the XRP community and the entire crypto space, I want to thank you guys. And if you are one of those silent ones and you want to drop a wink or an emoji or a number or some kind of riddle or nothing at all, it's greatly appreciated. Today's video is going to be about Social Security. If you're in the American states, or if you're in a country that has a national identifier, like, let's call it a Social Security card, because that's what we're going to talk about today. Why do we have Social Security cards? What are they used for, and why? I can tell you for sure that Americans protect their Social Security numbers almost like they would, like, not your wallet address, but like a private key in a sense. It's like your Social Security card is your private key. It's your identifier, okay? So what can the blockchain do to not only partner with Social Security or national identifiers or identifying? What can the blockchain do to simplify that process? Not only through national identity, but we could take it across as far as borders, okay? American borders. There's many, many borders. There's people that catch rap cases in Calexico or in the southern border of California or through the airports in Boston, okay? The Border Patrol works across all the states. Therefore, what could the blockchain do to bring all of those entities together? If each and every person... Now, a lot of people are, I keep jumping from point to point because it keeps jumping into my mind, but I can already tell you that a lot of people are going to have issues with government controlling any type of national identifiers, or the government having access to manipulating or changing any type of blockchain information. But that's the benefit of the blockchain. If it's a real blockchain, it cannot be changed. Once the block hits the chain, that's it. It's in there. All you can do is reference it. So we'll take it to a point, back to border, or back to when you're born. If you're born, and we could think of this in 50 years or 60 years or whatever, but if every child born now, instead of getting a Social Security card, and let me know if you don't agree with this, if you don't like this idea at all, if it sounds scary, or if it sounds like Big Brother or something coming true, let me know. We got to start this conversation. Every child that's born gets a Social Security number if their parents opt into the system. That number follows them the rest of their lives. If they want to apply for a bank loan, if they want to buy a house, if they want to cross out of the country and seek residency in another country, not only do you need your passport, but you need your Social Security number, your national identifier, which tells whoever you're showing this number to that this is you and this is how you can prove it. So what the blockchain could do is, if a baby is born, we do a fingerprint, we do a retina, we do a DNA, we do a hair sample. We get the full spectrum of this person's profile, and we upload that information onto the blockchain. And as soon as the child or the person is of age or opts into the system, they have their dental records done. They have all of that stuff done. Their familial records. Every single thing that you would need to identify, verify, or prove who someone was or where they were from, you could easily access it from the blockchain. If you gave somebody your not private key, but let's say we created a public key and a private key based on this system. The public key you would give to people if you wanted them to be able to verify it, and your private key was the one that you kept that only you, and if you were a baby and you couldn't authorize the usage of the blockchain, it would obviously be up to your parents. So your parents would be the caretakers of your private and public key up until the point when you are of age to take over your own social security card, just like it would be in America. Once you become an adult, I'm sure most American parents give the social security card, the actual card, to their child, and the birth certificate to the child, who is now an adult, who now has to take responsibility for themselves. So we can initiate dual setup verification for the parents who are going to be the caretakers up until a certain age, to have control of your public and private key up until the point when you're of age to get the control of that back. Understand, this can be taken into every single aspect. We could track felons, we could track criminal records, we could track people. So yes, this could get into the direction of Big Brother, but the question is, what is blockchain? Blockchain is kind of the Big Brother. Blockchain is you and I choosing or opting into a system, putting our information on that system, and then allowing people to verify or access either limited bits of that information or all of that information, depending on what it is you were trying to achieve. I.e., like we brought up, whether it be trying to get a loan or whatever it is. Okay? Help me start this conversation, guys. Let me know, again, what country are you living in? What kind of national identifiers do you guys have now? What do you guys do to prove that a baby was born in a specific place at a specific time in a specific country? And how is that verified and validated? And why do we protect our social security cards like it would be a private key, but yet every time we want to go get a bank loan or get money or blah, 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 or have a background check done or whatever, that number is the one we give out to everybody? Meaning that number, okay, let me break down what the social security number is, okay? A social security number is actually quite easy to figure out. If you know not easy to figure out as in you could, like, just put a bunch of numbers down and guess one. But social security number is broken down into sections. It's 3 sections of number. It's basically a city, a time, and what is it? Yeah, it's a city and a date and your individual number from that city, from that date at that time. That's basically what it is. So if somebody knew where you were from or how old you were or what your birthday was or blah, 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 they could start to piece together what your social security number is. Interestingly enough. So how can we actually take the ease of access to all of that information? Meaning once somebody gets that number, just that number, that's why most places in America only ask for the last 4 of your social security number, because they don't necessarily need the front end. The front end is just the qualifiers. It's just the way to identify where it was and at what time. So again, start the conversation. Let me know down below what it is exactly that you guys do in your country, how you guys do national identification, and if it's a birth certificate along with social security number or some kind of national ID card or something like that. I hope you guys all have a blessed day. Please do share this video, like this content, subscribe to my channel, and if you're one of those people who doesn't subscribe to any channels, who doesn't do anything like that, no interaction, again, like I said, you guys are seriously important. And I guess we wouldn't know if you were sharing it because you're being quiet about it. So I do appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Because if you share it to another person who's going to be quiet about it and another person who's going to be quiet, it's almost like hush money. It's almost like you know the winning lotto numbers are coming and you're kind of like sending the winning lotto numbers around to a few people and you're like, look, dude, you better get over to that store and you better go buy your ticket with this number. But you don't want everybody to know the number. So I appreciate you guys sending this lotto ticket out to a few people. But don't send it to everybody. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks, guys.